Arthur comes across a caravan that has been knocked over and meets a man dressed as a woman who calls himself Margaret.
What the devil are you looking at?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm ruined. Ruined!
How so?
It's a disaster. Who wants to see a woman wrangle wild animals who doesn't have any bloody wild animals? Come to America, they said. Come to the land of opportunity, they said. Sod you, Daddy, I said. I'm going to America to make it on the stage. I didn't want to be in the army. Now look at me. The old git will have a field day.
I didn't really understand any of that.
I had an act. The bravest woman in the world. The animal wrangler. Watch her tame wild beasts.
And you were the woman.
Of course I was the bloody woman. Look at me. It's the stage. Grease paint. Tears. No one wants to see a man wrangling wild animals. And no one wants to see a woman wrangling nothing. Can I borrow your gun? I want to shoot myself. You see, I'm buggered.
Why?
My animals, they escaped. And now I'm buggered.
What escaped?
A priceless Ranjaniki tiger from the slopes of the Hindu Heights. A fantastic, elusive zebra from the plains of Ongo Bongo by the shores of the Limpopo. And a magnificent lion from the grasslands of Tanganyika.
I see your problem. They're pretty hard to come by around here.
Listen, friend. Help a fellow out, would you? I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, will you bring them back here?
If I see a tiger or a lion or a zebra just roaming around.
Exactly. Well, I believe the zebra's up near Larned Sod. Distinctive creature that he is. I'll make it worth your while.
All right, madam.
It's bloody Margaret, not madam.
The zebra is located southwest of Emerald Ranch by the Heartlands and must be returned back to Margaret near Lonone's ranch west of the Blue Marsh. You can try to lasso the zebra and lead it with a rope on a horse, but the easiest way is to mount it and calm it down. This will allow you to ride the zebra back to Margaret's camp. Once at camp, Arthur helps Margaret to load the zebra into the cage and reminds him of the payment that he is expecting once the job is done, of which Margaret reassures him. In part 3, Arthur meets with Margaret's assistant who asks for his help in locating a lion and a tiger. Once Arthur discovers that the lion is in fact a dog, which the tiger has since killed, he decides to use its carcass as bait to lure in the tiger into the cage. Once the tiger, which turns out to be a painted cougar, is back in the cage, Arthur helps the assistant drive the wagon with the cage back to Margaret's camp. Once there, Arthur reminds Margaret of the payment he is expecting after he helps to catch the last animal, a lion. The final part of the mission takes place at Emerald Ranch, where Arthur comes across 2 men holding barn doors shut, claiming that there is a lion inside. Arthur goes in to investigate, but the lion manages to escape and hides in the stables. Once Arthur approaches the stables, the lion comes out and tries to attack Arthur. Once the lion is killed, Arthur cuts off one of the lion's paws, which can be taken to a fence and made into a trinket. Arthur then returns back to Margaret's camp to inform him that the lion is dead and to collect his payment. Once back at camp, Margaret gives Arthur a big emerald which can be sold to a fence for $50. This completes the mission chain. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe.